yes, 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 yes. Now, initially, I absolutely hated them because of the fact, mainly because of the colour, because I was like, oh, because my roots are not red and my hair is red, you can tell that they're not kind of real. But now, I kind of like them. So yeah, and I did them a different way than I did from the first faux lock tutorial that I did. This time I went, well, I did a mixture of things. For some of them I went straight into the wrapping, and for others I only used one strand of hair. The hair I used was soft and silky, au natural. I will insert a picture of it right here because I don't have any packs in my house right now. I went straight into the wrapping, so I used just this, and I'm going to show you that method right now because I think if you want your locks to be tinier or you want them to look more natural, it is better if you wrap if you go straight into the wrapping, because they're skinny and they'll come out with different sizes and different shapes as well, but at the same time they do get kind of messier quicker, I think, when you do the individual wrapping. But it's all up to your preference, it's all up to how you want your faux locks to be, so I'm going to show you that method right now. I also want to say a big massive thank you to everyone who has supported me with my hair page. So if you guys don't know, I do hair for people now. I know when I did my first ever kind of natural hair tutorial, I think, which was my Senegalese twist, I used to get so many people asking me if I would do their hair, and at that point I didn't really want to do people's hair, but over a few months and over time, after doing some of my friends' hair, I was in a place where, as some of you may know, I do want to go into further education after I'm done with my first university degree, and I had to think of ways where I can actually pay for going into my further studies. And my friend actually gave me the idea of, Michelle, you're good at hair, why don't you do people's hair in your spare time so you can start saving up? And I'm just so overwhelmed and so thank you and so blessed that so many of you have supported me, people have recommended me, people have come to me to do their hair, all my friends and family that have been telling people about me. Thank you so much, because you're all in a way contributing to my further education, to my development, and I am so like, honestly guys, I can't say how thankful I am, because literally there was a time when I was sitting in my room and I was thinking, how in the world am I going to pay for what I want to do, because it's expensive, and this is just one of the many ways that I'm saving money. So thank you so much guys. And if you guys don't know, my hair page is called Beautifully Crowned. We are beautifully crowning queens. I will put the link right here, and I'll also put it in the description bar. Also want to say, if you guys may know, I do work full-time, five days a week. I am a trainee biomedical scientist, so I mainly do hair on the weekends, sometimes on the weekdays if you're close to me. Yeah, so I do get booked up quite quickly, so if you do email me and we're in March and I'm telling you my next available date is in April, it's not because I don't want to do your hair, it genuinely is because I mainly do it on the weekends, so I get booked up quite quickly. Yeah, but once again, thank you so much guys. I love you, I love you guys so much. I know some people don't like it when I ramble at the start of my tutorials, but I know some of you guys do, so if you don't like it, literally just skip to the tutorial. If you do, thank you for listening, and I will get right onto it. Now, I always recommend, before I do my own hair and before I do this style on any of my clients, that whenever you're wrapping, always moisturize each strand of hair, because Marley hair is quite tough. Like, it's pretty rough, so it can be quite damaging to your hair. So yes, I'm going to moisturize before I start. I get my strand of hair, and where I want to start wrapping, I just open that section of the hair up a bit, and depending on how long you want it to be, so I'm going to measure it using one of my previous ones, so about this length. Okay, so I'm going to start wrapping around here, and all you do is, with one of your fingers, hold this near the root. Now, another thing that I like to do is I don't like to wrap too close to the root, because I have very fine hair, so it can get ripped out of my scalp quite easily. So I kind of wrap just a little bit further down, not too much further down because I don't want it to slip, and then I commence to wrapping. Now, just like in my previous tutorial, it's all about wrapping as tightly as possible and wrapping as closely together as possible. I hope you guys can see. And I'll give you guys a little tip. If you're finding it a bit difficult, what you do is get your thumb and your second finger, I don't know what it's called, it's so bad, and I'm meant to be a scientist, but still, I'm a microbiologist. Get your thumb and your second finger, tuck your thumb underneath the strand and tuck your second finger on the top, and use your other hand to wrap, and as you're wrapping, open up that finger and use your thumb as a bit of a stabilizer underneath. That's the only way that I can really explain it, but yeah, and that's the way that you can start the top bit if you're finding it difficult, because I know that's something that a lot of people said in my previous tutorial. The main thing is to wrap as tightly as possible and as closely as possible as well. And as you can see, even though I'm going downer, the tip that I said before is still the same. I have my thumb and my second finger at the top all the time, and that's how I keep it wrapped tightly and how I keep them close together as well. And when you get to the end of the first strand, you just add another attachment. And if you've wrapped it tightly enough, if I let it go, this should happen. It should still be, nothing is unraveling. Like, it is actually fine, and I haven't even burnt it or anything. So if you can do this, if you can leave your first strand and your hair is not unwrapping, that's how you know you have done it well. And just to continue, all you have to do is add an attachment, and it's the same concept once again, guys. Use your thumb and your second finger as two stabilizers and just continue wrapping. And then when you get to the end of your desirable length, what you do is you just wrap back up. Always be using your thumb and your top finger as a stabilizer. Now you can either wrap back up until the end of this hair, or, oh god, I'm getting all tangled. Or you can cut it off. Just doing it because I can't find the scissors right now, so yeah. But actually I do need to find them to cut this off. Right, yeah, well, I'm nearly there. And then, once again, I haven't burnt it or anything, and there's no unwrapping happening. There's absolutely no unwrapping, and I'm actually gonna ask my housemate for a scissor right now. I'll be back. I got me some scissors. Thank you, Kayla. Right, and just snip off the end. There you go. And now all you have to do is burn it. Any of you watched my last tutorial, I know you're probably thinking, oh my god, Michelle, you're actually using a lighter. Because last time I used my cooker because I'm scared of fire, but after doing this for a few clients, you can't be using people's cookers. So yeah, and then just burn up the strand as well, just for extra security and secureness. And that is how I did my hair. And what I also like to do for me and my clients is, once you do a lot of these, your scalp can feel very tender. So this is argan oil of Morocco, and it's a weightless reviving dry oil. I just spray that on my scalp and on my edges. I'm not going to spray too much because I already have some in. But yeah, that is how I do my hair. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. And if you would like me to do your faux locks, once again, I will leave my email right here. I will also leave my Instagram page right here, and I will leave my email and Instagram, my hair Instagram, in the description bar, so you can see some of the work that I've done. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.